Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing some GRIXIS shrines. And yeah, that's right, I said shrines, and we're not playing all the colors of shrines or anything like that. We're just going to stick with GRIXIS because it's epic, it's awesome, and believe me when I say it's way more powerful than I thought it would be. It is a really fun deck, and I've really tried to test this one out and fine tune it a little bit. At the same time, we're playing shrines. Shrines are fun, they are good. At the same time though, this is the main layer of this is a little bit of jank, and so I hope you guys enjoy that. But the main card that this is built around is Sanctum of Stonefangs. I played a game up against this where they got it out on turn 2, and then they were just able to slow down the game, control it, and this one card dealt, I think, 9 points of damage to me over the course of the game, and then gave them 9 points of life, which slows the game down so much. So just Sanctum of Stonefangs, at the beginning of pre-combat main phase, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control. So I just realized, too, we could actually play Electro Dominance and get it out on untap phase and get a second trigger. Is that Electro Dominance still in here? I'm not going to put that in here right now, but just a thing to remember. Electro Dominance can get out your shrines before the pre-combat main phase actually happens, so you can actually use that on the untap step to get out another shrine to get multiple triggers. Anyway, just fun little idea there. I like how the deck is built right now, though. So overall, what we're trying to do is we basically have 3 different shrines. We have Sanctum Stonefangs, which is the main focus here. We are just going to be using it to kind of build a controlled GRIXIS style deck, where we do have other finishers with Teferi, with Nicol Bolas and Ashiok, but otherwise, really shrines are kind of the main way to win. We do have Sanctum of Shattered Heights. I initially had 3 copies of each of the sanctums, the shrines. But the only one that ended up keeping the 3 copies was the black one, Sanctum of Stonefangs. That is the main core where we want to make sure we hit that basically every game. It is legendary. It's hard to, if we don't have it turn 2, it's going to be harder to play later on necessarily. And so we're fine kind of digging for it if it's not in the opening hand. So I think 3 copies is pretty good there overall. And then 1 copy of Sanctum of Shattered Heights, which I think is good, where it's a really good finisher in the late game, where if we have an extra land, we have all 3 of our sanctums. Then it's just a lightning bolt every time we hit a land in the late game. So that could be really, really powerful. But I think 1 copy here for us is perfect, because it's only good if we have all 3. Maybe if there's 2 of them, but if there's just 1, you have to discard stuff so often. It's basically only lands that end up getting discard for us, and so it doesn't work quite as well. Sanctum of Calm Waters, being able to draw us multiple cards every turn, though, is definitely worthwhile. And that's where Electro Dominance could be nice, where we could kill something, bring this in for 6 mana, Electro Dominance, and then also draw 2 cards right off the top. That could be pretty sweet. All right, so then we have a bunch of other stuff in the deck just to kind of make sure that we fill it all out. A bunch of removal in the early game, Eliminate, Heartless Act, Scorching Dragonfire, Tyrant Scourge. This is the indecisive person's removal board, where instead of going 4 of anything, I decided to go 2 with a bunch of things, or 1. And you know what? That's just the way I do, and you're gonna have to deal with it. It's fun. And then of course, Brazen Borrower is really, really powerful. This is one of the more expensive. It's a mythic. This is one of those cards that is going to be around for forever. So if you guys are someone that's playing the more free-to-play type of style, you're looking for different cards that are available, getting up to at least 3 copies of Brazen Borrower. This is a card that if you play blue at all, if you play whatever, it's going to be around for forever. It's just one of those cards that is enough value, and it's always going to be good, no matter, and Magic doesn't change that much for this to not be good. So it's one of those cards that I think you're fine, getting, at some point with your mythic rares. Of course, there's a lot of fun stuff out there as well, so totally understand if you don't grab a bunch. This one actually took me a while to get to the 4th copy. And then we have Narset, Partner of Veils, which just digs for all the other stuff that aren't creatures. We only have a few creatures in the deck: Murderous Rider, Brazen Borrower. Everything else we can go digging for with our set, so it just works really well. Stops extra card draw. There are a few decks out there that just completely hoses, and so we might as well play it. Neutralize, Murderous Rider, Flame Sweep. I don't need to go through all of these ones here. As far as the numbers go, again, I told you kind of my idea with numbers. I just like to have fun with stuff. Teferi Master Time, Ritual Soot, Storm's Wrath. So the biggest issue with Storm's Wrath, I do think that it's ultimately better than Ritual of Soot. But we also have planeswalkers, and this deals damage to planeswalkers. And so, yes, we can kind of plan around that. I think having one copy of it to make sure that we have an answer for like mono green, which is sometimes better than Ritual of Soot. It really depends. And so Storm's Wrath, it can hit Questing Beast. That's one of the big things. It can kill just a bunch of other stuff. And so Storm's Wrath is definitely worthwhile. It's nice to at least have an option in the deck. But I think Ritual of Soot, because of all the planeswalkers we have, is better. And then basically, once we have kind of this lockdown of our shrines getting enough value for us, like if we get to all three of them, it just is amazing value. We're mainly going for Sanctum, the black one and the blue one at some point, and then hopefully try to find the red one. Kind of like, I'm fine with it turn 8 or whatever. And so that's why the numbers here kind of match that. It would be great if we find it. We're going to be digging through our deck pretty well with Narset, with everything. Nicol Bolas as a good just finisher with kind of the lockdown control type of style. Teferi as well, just amazing for the tempo play. And then Ashiok Nightmare Muse, almost kind of like a mix between these, where I like the way that it plays, where it can put out enough bodies to actually just win the game instead of just be tempo. You know, getting 2 turns is great. That's amazing value with Sanctums and everything like that. But overall, this is good. So anyway, that's the deck. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this one does for us, and wish me luck. All right, we are up against the calculator, and yeah, bring it on. This is a good start. Yeah, keep this. We have the Tyrant Scorn. We have all the goodness, Narset. So if it's creatures, we start removing. I'm not sure if we want to be holding up the neutralize right away or not. Pass the turn. Usually we do. Maze Mind Tome. Yeah, that's cool. Now it probably will bring out Narset just because it kind of shuts down their draw with that. And then we get double draw the turn after that. All right, cool. This is where like Sanctum of Calm Waters, I think, is a decent one of here and there. Like it's a powerful card where I don't think it's played as often. Like instead of having Chemist's Insight, where it draws you 2 cards on one turn, you know, and you can use it multiple times. So I can see how that's really good, but that's going to be sideboarding or rotating out soon. I could see Sanctum of Calm Waters coming in as a 1 or 2 of into decks where you get it out. If it sticks around for a while, you start drawing multiple cards at the beginning of each turn. If you have any other shrine synergies, like a couple others here and there, might just be really good. All right, so they're ramping up to what, Ugin? So we're going to hold on to the neutralize next turn. I think right now we're just going to Narset again. Ooh, Teferi. Teferi's better than the Sanctum of Calm Waters. Let's go ahead and shock this in. I'm not as worried about my life total at the moment, and I want to make sure that I at least have some red mana available. Draw. I'm not sure if Storm's Wrath is even worthwhile to hold on to here. Not with our planeswalkers, so yeah, get rid of that, pass the turn. Yep, you can get some scries, no double draws though. Not in my house. No. Rude. What are they hitting here? Hitting the Teferi? Alright. Draw a card, discard. We'll get rid of the Blood Crypt. I'm fine with my untapped lands.
I was out of sync.
Rude. Alright, let's go ahead and probably just hold on to neutralize. Try to get out this with neutralize when I can. Pass the turn. After upkeep, this is going to cost 5, so trying to keep all the mana untapped here. As long as we can stop an Ugin, that's the most important part here. They have nothing in the graveyard to bring back. That's cool. Alright, so play Mountain. If I get one more land, I can actually play this out and hold up a counter spell. They're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so Bolas on the next turn. Pass the turn. They do get to draw here. They haven't drawn on their turn yet. Yeah, we're doing a late night stream tonight, guys. Baby is here. and asleep finally, or mostly. So honestly, infants are really easy. I know most people don't ever say like you'll never sleep, all that kind of stuff. Like honestly, yeah, there is a little bit of lack of sleep here and there, but like I've been an insomniac all my life, and so it doesn't bug me that much. The toddler with the infant, that's where things get a little like, all right, this is real now. Things got real. All right. Yeah, man, we have a bunch of removal and answers for other things. Let's go ahead and Sanctum of Calm Waters. Pass the turn. Hold up the neutralize. We're basically showing that we have that, but now we get so much value. You get to draw a card, gain 4 life. That's cool. Remember that whole like the black sanctum that we're hoping to find? We'd still love to find that at some point. Oh, I was thinking that was ramp. I was miscounting on cards for Ugin. All right, so we got the neutralize number 1. 2 should be enough. I don't think that they have to get really lucky to find more than this. Take action, yes, please. Discarding. Let's go eliminate. And pass the turn. Brazen Borrower can start hitting stuff if we need to. Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, I think I'd like to keep card draw. This is, I think, our last counterspell in the deck. I had a lot more creature removal. That was just based off of the meta I kept running up against before. I guess we play this out. I'm assuming they have like a bunch of burn and stuff in hand. Let's go ahead and see what they've got. Pass to my turn. Yeah, let's keep drawing more cards. The value is nice. Tyrant Scorn go away? We can return a Brazen Borrower back to our hand, so let's go ahead and discard that. Play Teferi. Swing in.
To be a temporal archmage.
Down to 21. Go to Swamp. Pass the turn. We do not have Counterspell. Well, that means that if they find the second Ugin, we're gonna be in trouble. Just a little bit. I can bring back the Brazen Borrower. And then Scorching Dragonfire to kill the Ugin. Man. Alright, let's see here. I'm pretty sure that we only have the 2 counter spells. I purposely don't play as many counter spells in my decks. Alright, we'll get rid of the Tyrant Scorn. Elspeth Conquers Death. They get to bring back Ugin with this, which is so bad for us. Yeah, resolve.
I've learned my lesson.
Alright. Pass to my turn. There we go. So we got Nikki B. Discarding Scorching Dragonfire. We can't hold up Murder Shredder as well, but I guess we don't need to just yet. We can still flash in the creature. The issue is the Nicobolas though, so
will be your end.
Draw a card, make them exile something. Black mana would have been nice there.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
So it's not nice, but we could, or not great, but we could bounce the Elspeth Conquers Death before it triggers off. It's after your draw step, so I can technically bounce it before the draw step on their 3rd turn. They can replay it and kill the Nicobolas, but it's okay. So Karn comes out. Karn the Great Creator. We can also bounce. I'm assuming that they're going to have Sorcerer's Spyglass here. Meteor Golem. That's worse. Deafening Clarion. All right. You know what, actually, so if Ugin comes back, we get to immediately kill it, right? So bringing Ugin back here actually isn't the issue. The issue is if, oh wait, no, because they get to, do I have a response before it happens? I think that I do. So yeah, pass to my turn. Take action, draw a card. Discard, yeah, I guess Temple. All right, so I can kill the Karn, but I'm not sure if that really matters here. I think getting up to the 8 would be useful. Let's go ahead and make sure they don't get any more card advantage. Kill that. Pass the turn. I'm not sure if we're actually still in this game or not. So let them draw. Trigger Elspeth Conqueror's Death. So it does go to the draw step. I wasn't sure if it happened immediately, like if I would have a chance to respawn at all. It doesn't look like it.
Is a journey, not a destination.
All right, -5. We lose everything. Ugin is just so oppressive. We probably ought to be playing Ugin as well, honestly. If we play anything, Meteor Golem gets it. Let's go ahead and just kill Ugin real quick. Now they don't have enough to cast another one.
I leave you to I battle for the forces of good.
I'm not sure if it's worth sticking around for the rest of this game here with this one. I mean, we did deal with Ugin twice, but we've only seen the one. The triple Elspeth Conqueror's Death being done with those is kind of nice. All right, I think cost 2 more to cast. Oh, I should have waited there. That's fine. Okay, bounce that. Play Murderous Rider. I can also bring this back to hand and then kill something. No, I need more black mana. All right, so we could stick around in this game. I don't think that we have a shot of winning in this one. And so I'm going to go ahead and say that we concede here. They've dealt with all of our threats, basically. We have Ashiok to bring back, but then they have an answer here with Meteor Golem for anything that's actually big and scary. Technically, we don't have, like, the issue here is the God Pharaoh statue. We just don't have an answer for this if they stick it a couple turns here. We needed to get our Sanctums out earlier and just kind of get more value out of them. Didn't happen. It's all good. All right, up against Knowledge Beast Inferno, and this is a keepable hand. For her, sure her. You get to start holding up interaction turn 2. So, disclaimer here. I am not necessarily a control player. I like to play jank, and that's why even when I play a little bit of control, it's for the sake of jank, you know? You know. Use Guild Enforcer right away. Interesting. Very interesting. Play Watergrave tap, pass the turn. I probably could have got out Blood Crypt there since we have the untap island. Double Thieves Guild Enforcer. Whew. Got rid of our only red Sanctum. Good for you. Down to 19. Rude. Rude. Alright, pass the turn. So Dimir Flash means that they're probably going to hold up counter spells. I probably should have Heartless Act before this. But I guess we're mostly just trying to dig for board wipes of some sort now. I guess we get rid of one of these. This way they only mill so much over. They do get to hit in for 4. Oh, we lost the Flame Sweep. Ghostly Pilferer. Wow, we're just losing everything. This is straight up mill. See, the biggest issue with this deck is if you don't have Thieves Guild Enforcer, the deck is completely just nothing. It's the worst deck in the world. But if you have it, then it's amazing. And the fact that they had 2 of them in the opening hand is kind of amazing. Which is cool. They got it. I think that we go Narset and just dig for board wipe. Ritual of Soot. Storm's Wrath, anything like that.
I know 88 ways.
Force him to attack here instead of face.
Just the trick for this.
Flame Sweep or Storm's Wrath? I actually don't have the mana for Storm's Wrath, do I? So guess we go Flame Sweep. And it's instant speed, so we can kind of play around stuff a bit more. Let's go ahead and check here first. One card left in hand. It could very well be a counter spell. This is more of like a tempo style deck. At the same time though, they have a response now. I guess it's 10th Street Dodger always has a response.
Keep an open mind.
Alright, I already have a black one, so Nikki B. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. Actually, I guess we don't pass here. What are the odds that they find have another chance for a spell? All right, I mean, we'll go ahead and wait a little bit here. Let them try to draw something else. All right, they're holding up mana instead of drawing. The likelihood of counter is better. So 6 damage. I could bounce. Let's go ahead and go for it. If they've got something, then dang it. Alright, got him. My turn. Now we should be able to control the game pretty well. Do I shock myself here to be able to hold up counterspell and stuff? I think that we do. This is a little bit greedy, but dude, I am all about the greed. Now I get to start gaining life every turn. Pass the turn. Hold up neutralize. Yeah, see, this is the whole thing. This deck now is terrible without Thieves Guild Enforcer. Robber of the Rich is another good card. It's the only other good card that they have. We just hold on to interaction. Temple of Epiphany. No, I think we're looking for more black mana so we can play the Nikki B. Pass the turn. Cunning Nightbonder. Sure. See what else they play. We get to counter stuff and kill stuff here, or bounce it. And opponent scoops it up. Yeah. Kama Roots. Up against Kama Roots. Let's do this. I think we can keep this hand. It's not the worst, not the bestest. I mean, I guess we keep it. It's a terrible keep if we had some other stuff. I mean, if we're up against control of any sort. Play out Swamp, pass the turn. Get to where we can play Murder Strider or Brazen Barbers. We'll see what we're up against here. Leafkin Druid. Do we bounce the ramp for the tempo play? No, because we have the Ritual of Soot. So yeah, pass. My turn. Now we hold up Neutralize in case it's something we really care about. And then Ritual, and then everything. Yeah, life's good. That's great. Counter the Questing Beast. Board wipe everything else. Is that fine? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Risen Reef might be the one that you do counter instead. I could... Yeah, I passed to my turn. Again, I don't play control quite often enough here. We'll go ahead and fire out the Ritual, so we have tons of interaction otherwise. Neutralize will be nice. Typically, they're going to be hitting stuff on turn 5 with like Cavalier of Thorns. Like, those are the big issues. Like, Uro, I don't want to be countering. I mean, I want to be, but, you know. It's not as good. I think we play the untapped land here. Pass the turn. We get to hold up Castle Lockway, and that's a lot of damage to take. Yeah, counter the Risen Reef. That's my turn. Ashiok. All right, let's actually stick a threat. Threats are good for us. They're the best. Love it. We have not found any shrines, however, unfortunately. Yeah, we can play Murder Shredder and still do a lot of other stuff. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. Ashiok, removal, counter spells. See, that's where like sticking a couple threats with just a very controlling deck is nice. It definitely, we get so much more value if we hit the Sanctums. I'm kind of bummed out that we've not been finding them as much though. Up against Leviathan, and we get one shrine, we get some more interaction. We have the Storm's Wrath with the mana to play it, kind of. So I dig it muchly. Mulligan's down to 5, but it's still in the play. Temple. We will keep land. Land is grand. Lucky Clover. That is not grand at all. Man, I hate Lucky Clover with like a burning fiery passion. See, this is a matchup where any creature type decks are good. This is just so powerful. I guess we slow him down. Brazen Borrower doesn't do very much besides that for us in this matchup. Yeah, we can bounce a couple things, but everything we bounce will have an extra adventure cost if they do it. So it ends up just hurting us more than helping us. All right, we want to be able to play Teferi and Ritual Soot. So I want to actually just go for the Ritual Soot or Storm's Wrath instead. And go for Shattered now. We can't actually use it till later, right? So play the Temple. Yeah, I think 1's fine. Dude, all the lucky clovers. All right, so Teferi definitely just gets stomped here, right? So I think what we do is we just go for the Sanctum. If they have Brazen Borrowers, they don't have enough targets to actually bounce stuff yet and still keep it alive. Or, yeah. Beanstalk Giant, yeah. This is another one of those decks where like Team Adventures is probably the most powerful in Standard, I'd say right now as well. But it's really dependent on getting the Lucky Clover, getting the Edgewing Keeper, and guess what? They have it all. Good for you. Oh man. So we can kill Edgewing Keeper really easily. All right, so let's play Teferi. I want to see what they do in response here, if they have anything going for him. All right, let's discard. So I'm trying to think. So Storm's Wrath, Ritual Soot, none of those actually kill Beanstalk Giant. Ritual Soot kills, I think, everything else in their deck, and this kills our Planeswalkers. So drop the Storm's Wrath. We get to shock this in and kill the Edgewall Innkeeper by discarding the Mountain. I wanted to go with this one because I want the double black mana, or triple black mana for Nicol Bolas. And so activate this, target you, discard the Mountain. Now we get to start having Sanctum Stonefangs. 2 triggers a turn is great. If we can keep them off of Stompy and Brazen Borrower, we have a shot. That's also a big dude. We don't love big dudes. You know, don't hate them either. Like, if you're a big dude, you still have love for me. I'm just saying, when you're going to be swinging in my face, I don't like you being massive. All right, draw. Yeah, we'll keep the Castle of Ventress. But the extra land, all right. Discard here. Alrighty, that's a lot of lands, yay! Okay, island, Sanctum. So 2 damage here, pass the turn. So we have the tuck with this dude. Edge Walling Keeper. Alright, bouncing is fine. So phase you out, resolve. Yeah, it bounces our entire board. But now they're empty-handed, right? That's good. That's great, right? Alright, go ahead and play out that Brazen Barber. Good for you. Now play out whatever that was too. Let me wipe the whole board. Yeah, I think we are going to go for the ritual set, so no reason to play Brazen Barber. Play Castle Vantress. We actually have the Murderous Rider to kill the Beanstalk Giant now. And I can still tuck the Brazen Borrower. And then Ritual on the next turn. I guess that's a better play. Then 2 Sanctums on the next turn. Draw. We actually want everything here, but still tick up to Fairy. Alrighty.
Now wait just a minute.
Oh, did they put it all at Teferi? This actually means that they lose their, okay, they just want it face. There we go. Man, that is a lot of good draws.
I was out of sync.
Okay, pass the turn. Oh, more good draws. That's the best. Draw 2 cards, why don't ya? Yeah, okay, okay. Man, this matchup is so hard. I think in almost any deck. I think there's a reason why this is the deck to beat nowadays, I'd say. We get to kind of reset again. Yes, alright, play it all out. They get to draw 2 more cards with this. Create a really wide board. Two cards in hand, puts it on bottom. They've got it, yeah, they've only drawn 1 land with all of those, right? So, I mean, hopefully there's more lands in hand. So, Ritual of Soot, wipe the board. I guess Brazen Borrower is more aggressive here, so pass the turn, hold up the Brazen Borrower. Nissa. Yes, of course it's a Nissa.
Strange and magnificent.
We could bounce the land.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Dude, this deck. And they always draw well. That's like probably the most annoying thing. Is this a Hydra GRIXIS now? Say it ain't so. Oh, Fae of Wishes. Alright, grab all of your sideboard and that's game. Yeah. We basically had to hope they didn't top deck anything really good throughout all that. And it turns out they found everything. So, that's cool. That's fine. Alright, on the draw up against Giganashi? Bring it on. So this is a tapped land as well. And I think that we're fine with tapped lands. Being on the play, this is definitely a much better hand, but with board wipes, with a lot of interaction, we just really hope they don't have a bunch of really aggressive early drops. We kind of have an answer for that too, though. More untapped lands. That kind of sounds nice right now. I think that what we have in hand should beat a mono red deck. Flame Sweep, Murderous Rider for something annoying, Storm's Wrath. Oh, you take that land, good sir. I'll allow it. Blood Crypt tap, pass the turn. Take another land. Yes, you're welcome. Got him again. That is a lot of stompies. Those are so good. Alright, so... Man, shocking yourselves just hurts so bad. It's better than taking the 4 here. Alright, Flame Sweep now. Before they get to attack and steal something else off the top. They stomp our face, I'm assuming, here. Yeah, and that means no land. Alright, cool. Alright, Castle Vantress. We can hold up Neutralize to stop him from being able to do much of anything else. We also just still have lots of removal. So extra card draw I think might be worthwhile. This is the one turn where we could get it out and get enough value. And so I'm going to try this out, but we'll see. Bone Crushy is a coming. Take action. Discard one of our Narsets. Alright, pass the turn. We can take 4. If we kill it with Murder Shredder, we take 4 anyway. So I'd rather just try to get more value out of the Storm's Wrath and then hope to survive. Steamykin, that's cool. Card draw. Do I want to counter that? I mean, I'm not using anything with my mana at the moment, but I guess that's kind of fine. There's another light up the stage. Yeah, resolve. Man, our life total is so low. Take action. Ashiok's not bad. Discard another Narset. Play Temple. See what's on top. Nikki B. That may just be quick enough. I think Ashiok and Nikki B be able to create a blocker every turn. The issue is how many creatures they have right here. So Skewer the Critics. So decline. Yeah, you can have the cards. That means you lose these. So I'm assuming they go for Robber the Rich here. Fervent Champion. Okay. Oh, yeah, alright. They had it. Oh man. This is an ugly hand, but I don't want to go down to 5. Not with our deck. I guess we drop Ritual of Soot. I'd rather hold on to the shrines for like the dream. Nope, to the bottom. Not a land, we drop it. Mono green. Hey, alright. Sanctum of Stone Fangs. Not turn 2, it was turn 3, but that's kind of what we were going for. They're gonna have Gem Razor and just destroy our world though, just watch. Lady of Myrrh. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and just Heartless Act that. So this is the ramp like crazy deck. And we are stuck on 2 lands. Yes! It's the best! Alright, we don't have Counterspell held up here, but I can start getting 2 each turn. They're not going to have Bolas just yet. Destination Gaming, thanks so much for the raid. Party of 3, welcome. How are you guys doing? Alright, play Sanctum. We're going to go for the dream of just getting all the Sanctums, because why not? Alright, 6 mana again. That's fine. That's actually the worst of our shrines. Oh, right. Everything costs so much less. Alright. Scorching Dragonfire killed the Ugin. Bounce the Mecha Godzilla. Of course they have it. They have everything. Alright, how bad is this guy gonna get here? So we can bounce the land, which just kind of deals with the land. Then we have, what's his bucket? Of course, it gets bigger. So yeah, I think we bounce the land. Oh, that's right. Non-land permanent. Godzilla. Bounce Godzilla. Oh my gosh. So much mana. This is another deck that I feel like is flying a little bit under the radar. Not a lot of people play this, and it's so good. It is so good. Not like so good, but like so good. All right, kill Nissa. Keeping ourselves alive. Blood Crypt tapped. Nice. He says oops every single time, so I'm just gonna start saying, oh my gosh. Dude, that curve. Alright. I mean, that's what the deck's built to do. At the same time, though, I feel like I have the hardest time finding cards. I mean, it might be due to the fact that I'm playing like 3 ofs, 2 ofs, and 1 ofs. But still. Alright, up against Cornel Joe. And now that we have the perfect hand against an aggro deck, we're gonna play up against Control. Just watch. But we're gonna keep it. Blood Crypt tapped. Pass the turn. We don't get Sanctum of Stonefangs here, but we are up against an aggro deck, and that's good. Do I want to play a tap land here? Am I fine with it kind of growing for this Flame Sweep? I think I am. Let's put that to the bottom. We're trying to dig for other things. It is a good card here, but we're trying to dig for either lands to get to 5 for Nikki B and whatnot, and other stuff. Robber of the Rich. Swamp. Ooh, and the Sanctum of Stonefangs. Yes. Okay, pass the turn. Play something. Do it. Play it. You know you want to. Oh, yes. Oh, it's glorious. Oh, that's the perfect play. We like it a lot. I could hold up Neutralize, but I think eliminate Brazen Bar and start getting life going for us is better here. Pass the turn. See, that's where like I disagree with most Control players. Is I like to play too risky compared to what most people go for, because I just find it fun. Do I care to eliminate this? I mean, I have Murder Strider and bounces, right? So let's go ahead and use it. Start actually gaining life against them. That's in a pretty good spot. Pass the turn. Okay, Scorched Spitter. Alright, so this is with 1 counter on it, right? So Scorching Dragonfire will exile it. Okay. Do we want to bounce this? Might as well. Have it as an option to play as well. Ooh, that's good.
It takes impressive knowledge to be a temporal archmage.
Oh. Let's drop the Neutralize. I'd rather play a little bit differently with this. Now that we've already kind of stopped their main game plan, now we're just going to be digging for more consistent answers. Scorched Spitter, Tick up. Always getting rid of the good stuff. It's always hard. So hard. Alright, we are actually going to be getting out the shrines. This is what we've always dreamed of. It does happen. Dreams do come true. I told you guys. I told you. Alright, let's see where they're swinging. Sends it at Teferi. That's fine, we can take one. Do I get my baby in here? little baby. Oh, you so slobbery. Hey, baby. Oh, sorry.
My defense had an imperfection.
The shock? The shock and awe. Alright, I guess we do this now. I mean, they obviously have enough to kill it, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Tyrant Scorn. I like Murderous Rider better. Especially once we're already gaining life. Getting 2 a turn is nice. And then Annex. Okay. Yeah, we will draw 2 cards. That's a lot of Murderous Riders. We actually kind of need swamps to be able to play these. So I actually am going to drop one of them. Play this. Yeah, we get to kill it and play the other one if we want to, or Brazen Borrower. So go ahead and kill the Annex. I should have at least drawn to see if we wanted anything different, but that's fine. Now we'll drop the other swamp. Really? You're gonna poop on stream? That's just what you want to do? Alright, cool. I mean, I guess it's that kind of stream now, guys. So they have the Castle Embereth. I should have killed this beforehand. Because now they get a trigger here.
I waited too long there.
So I'm going to wait and see if they want to go for the Castle Embereth. Make them use a lot of mana. And then we will go ahead and kill Scorch Spitter. And draw. We lose whatever it is. Land is fine. That's cool.
This used to be easier.
When was she born? I purposely kept the actual date of everything off of everything on purpose, very much so. All right, let's play. We don't need a ritual set yet, right? Murderous Rider. So a lot of life gain can be pretty nice here. And these go to the bottom library, all its spells, so sure, play the other one. Pass turn. But one nice thing about double life linking creatures is a lot of people forget, like this here, we get to double block. Yeah, they get to kill one of our guys, but we get to gain 4 life. And up against a deck like this, it's kind of cool. I mean, it would have been nice to kill the Torbrand, I guess, but whatever. Let's draw some cards. Discard. Yeah, discard island. I want to just make sure our life total stays really high here. We can bounce the Torbrand. We're going to start putting on some pressure with Brazen Borrowers. You saying hi to everybody? She's so cute. Yeah, she is rather young. I'll say that. Alright. Brazen Bar, yeah, the amount of life you can gain with this. So there we go. We got to see the power of Sanctum of Stonefangs there. It gained us... We got back up to 27, and at one point we were at like 10 life. I mean, part of that was Murderous Rider. Like, that's 17 damage or something close. Okay, probably what? It was probably 11, because I don't think that they gain life. Really? You're pooping again? That's cool. I mean, you do you. But, I mean, whatever. Alright, so in the wrap-up for this deck, overall, is GRIXIS Shrines a thing that you should play? Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's a good idea. Like, I unfortunately, we didn't find Sanctum of Stonefangs as often as we needed to, so maybe going up to 4 copies is better. I didn't need it when I was testing the deck. Oh, baby. Anyway, so maybe going up to 4 copies is good, but the games where this comes out on turn 2 and then you have good removal like flame sweeps and stuff against creature decks is great. The issue is that we didn't have enough counter spells and interaction for all the control decks, and just different styles out there, which is hard in best of one to have all the answers in your best of one deck, you know, and then drawing all of them. Anyway, thanks for coming and saying hi, baby. She doesn't like the shrines either, yeah. Anyway, so that's it for today's video. Or sorry, not today's video, that deck. We're going to be jumping into some other stuff here. Play something a little bit more spicy.